Hey leaders, Zach, I am back with this week's weekend preview video after taking 1 week off as a recovery from camp. This is the weekend preview video for July 31st and August 1st. Let's get started. So one of the things that we were able to celebrate is just the participation. We had 160 kids, 45 leaders, and all of their families come and enjoy a experience here at the church. And as they participated, we cast a vision for mission, being on mission, and experiencing the presence of God in our daily life and through community. And in that experience, we got to see some cool things. We got to see how kids got to work through challenges and experience different obstacles. I mean, a lot of kids, this was one of the first experiences that they had integrating back into church and into community. And so there was challenges, as you can imagine, large group issues of working with people and understanding how to come alongside leaders and listen to leaders. And all of the different obstacles there. But we saw incredible things, and we taught some incredible things. For example, we encourage kids to respond to the virtues and the character of God. We talked about truth. We talked about trusting God. We talked about generosity. And in that process of talking about generosity, we put together 800 supply bags for blessings under the bridge. So we got to cast a vision for service and caring for people in our community. And then we exposed some virtues, or sorry, some vices that we experience in our life, like fear and doubt and pride and greed and despair. And so it was an incredible opportunity. The reality is we don't know how God is going to use it, but we do know that seeds were planted. And so thank you for coming alongside of us, praying with us. And I hope this recap and review helps encourage you as much as it's encouraged me as I was writing it out and thinking about it. All right, let's jump into what we have coming up for this weekend. This weekend, we're going to be discussing a topic from a series that we went through about 2 years ago now. And the name of the series is called Mind Control. And no, this isn't about hypnotism or anything too new agey. But the idea is that we want to, as believers, focus on the things that we think about. Allow our brains to really process why we think about the things that we think about. And so we're going to take some time to highlight one particular area of our thought life, and that's our attitudes. What are our thoughts, and how do our thoughts begin to influence how we think about God and also how we think about ourselves and the world around us? And so that will be the theme for this weekend. Let's jump into our activity and how we're going to take our next steps within that activity. All right, for the activity this week, you are going to need some supplies, a balloon, some dice, and those will be up in the room during the game. But I just wanted to just real quickly go over the idea for what the game is trying to communicate. And the big thought is the reality of how variable our thoughts and our experiences can be. Just like a balloon, we can knock it up in the air, and then all of a sudden it starts floating back to the ground, like through gravity. It's the same way with our attitudes and our thoughts. In one moment, our thoughts can be on things that are good and praiseworthy and excellent, and then in the next moment, it can just be plummeting down to the ground, and we can end up in negative thought patterns so quickly. So just the reminder that that is true, and it's going to take practice. It's going to take hard work for us to train our brains and our minds into thinking about the good that is all around us, and to seeing that instead of seeing the negative. So that's just kind of the idea of the game. Another fun way to play the game that you could participate in with the kids is, instead of rolling the dice in order for them to hit it up, you could say, in order to hit the ball, you have to say something that is good, lovely, excellent, or praiseworthy about a specific topic. And you guys just come up with whatever topic you want. For example, school. You have to say something that's good about school, something that's excellent about school. And this may be really hard, but it's training them to start thinking about the positive things in their life as opposed to what the negative things are. And then with that activity, we're going to encourage them to do the challenge this week, which is to create a gratitude journal, which is simply just writing down one thing this week that they're grateful for, and asking someone to join them in that process. And that someone I would encourage might be you, maybe leading kids in this way, and all of us leading kids by taking next steps ourselves and showing them how following Jesus isn't just something we're asking them to do, but it's something that we are currently doing, and showing them what it looks like in our own life would be really powerful. All right, guys, that's all for this week. Come 30 minutes prior to the service for the huddle and wear your Team Kids shirts. I will see you guys later, and excited to serve with you this weekend. Bye.